Before I begin, I would like to take this opportunity, first of all, to express my gratitude, appreciation to our food, to Hashem, for allowing us to reach this momentous occasion. I saw that Rav Solomon says, he asked questions. Why is it by the Avinu Malkeinu prayer, that we'll be saying shortly by Shem Uraim, he asked the question, he says, why is it we ask Hashem to write us in the book of merits, in the Sene B'Sifris Kuyos? We either have merits or we don't have merits. How can we ask to be written in the book of merits? So he explains in this prayer, asking Hashem for the opportunity to have merits. We're asking Hashem for the opportunity to do more mitzvahs, do more commandments, in order to gain more merit. To be Zaycha to Mekayim the mitzvah of Pidyon HaBen is an incredible merit. It's a tremendous chesed and kindness to Hashem, and I'm deeply thankful for it. I'd like to thank my in-laws for all their incredibly hard work, their time, their effort, and everything that went into this Pidyon HaBen. Not just for Pidyon HaBen, but for really every single day since the past year. Unbelievable. And also, I'd like to express my gratitude to the Koilel. Throughout the Reish HaKoilel and the Reish HaBura, their tireless efforts that's culminating in creating a wonderful message that I, along with the rest of this very special community, can benefit enormously from. Now she's an unbelievable wife, now she's an unbelievable mother as well. Here we are, gathered at Pidyon HaBen, the redeeming of the firstborn. It's a rare mitzvah, and it could be on the back of everybody's mind, they're wondering, what exactly are we celebrating? What's the simcha here today? At first, it's understandable. The child's entering into the covenant with Avram Avinu, with Abraham, our forefather. For a mitzvah, a child is now a man, he's obligated to keep the mitzvahs. A wedding is a union of a man and wife. It's the beginning of a Jewish home. But what's the celebration in the simcha by a Pidyon HaBen? Certainly, the simcha is not that the father decided to redeem his son. But with the price of silver nowadays, for an out-of-school guy, it was not so simple. Nevertheless, I believe the mitzvah of Pidyon HaBen is uncommon and perhaps maybe misunderstood as it may be. It captures the essence of some of the fundamental principles of Yiddishkeit, and it certainly provides us with a proper perspective in the days leading up to Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. The Sefer Chinuch, here is a commentary in the Sefer on 13 Mitzvahs, explains that the ultimate purpose for the commandment of redeeming the firstborn son is in order that we come to the clear recognition that everything in this world belongs to God. And anything that we have is because Hashem, in His infinite kindness, shares with us. And therefore, throughout the Torah we see commandments to give back to Hashem the first of all that we acquire. Be it first fruits, first shearing, firstborn animals, and even we give back to Hashem our firstborn son. Not only that, says the Sefer HaChinuch, but there's another powerful reason why we have a mitzvah of Pidyon HaBen, and that's the remembrance for the miracle that Hashem performed for us in Egypt, that He slew all the Egyptian firstborns, yet the Jewish firstborns were spared. In doing this action, God laid claim, so to speak, to all of the Jewish firstborns, and thus, by giving the silver to the Kohen to redeem our son. With these explanations, we can reach understanding about the mitzvah of Pidyon HaBen. But still, one might ask, what exactly are we celebrating? Why are we rejoicing today? And Rav Yaakov Kamenetsky, he asks the exact same question, and he even takes it one step further. He brings us a foreknote, a commentator on the Torah, in Pashas Koi, who explains that the whole reason for the commandment of Pidyon HaBen is in order that the son be permitted to do avodas kol, in order that he could do mundane work. It is known that anything that is hektish, anything that is sanctified, is on such a lofty level that it can't be used for anything non-holy. So, says the Torah, we have a Pidyon HaBen ceremony to redeem the firstborn son, and thereby permit him to do mundane work. Asks Rav Yaakov, it follows from this foreknote that the entire Pidyon HaBen ceremony would amount to a public demotion. that the sun is removed from his sublime level, and yet we make a festive party to celebrate this fall from greatness. Yaakov explains that we know that all of us here are composed of a guf and a neshama. We're all composed of a body and a soul. Now, the way that the traditional Western world looks at the body and soul is that there's a body and there's a soul, and they're two very distinct entities, and the twain shall never meet. Each one has its own pursuit. The body goes after physicality, the soul goes after spirituality, and ideally they won't interfere with each other. But Yaakov notes, this is the reason why when non-Jews would bring sacrifices, they would only bring a korban olah, a korban that was entirely burned and not eaten from at all. Because in their outlook, how could the body benefit from a spiritual endeavor such as a sacrifice? Fundamental to Yiddishkeit, however, is the notion that the guf and the neshama are inseparable. And whatever avodah, whatever job a Yid is doing, it's rooted in both body and soul. For example, of all the employment, only by Shavuos does everybody in the Gemara agree that you have Chasi for Hashem and Chasi Lachem. Shavuos celebrating the giving of the Torah, which could only be a spiritual celebration. Even then, we celebrate half for Hashem and half for us. Because body and soul always goes hand in hand. And with this outlook, we really understand the simcha by Pidyon HaBen. Before the Pidyon HaBen, the son is completely kadosh. He lives completely in ruchnius. But when Hashem sent us down to this world, that's not the purpose he had in mind. A malach, an angel, lives such a lifestyle. The purpose of a yid, says Rabbi Yaakov, is to live in the Olam HaGashmi, in the physical world, but to do so in such a manner that continuously infuses it with kedusha, and to continuously strive to bring the crisis of the neshama over the crisis of guf, that ultimately the mundane and the physical world can be spiritually uplifted. The Pidyon HaBen, therefore, is not a demotion. Quite the opposite. It's a celebration of the child's first day of accomplishing his mission in this world. When the Seforno writes that without the Pidyon HaBen ceremony, the child could not do mundane work, he's effectively teaching us that without the Pidyon HaBen, the firstborn son would not be able to accomplish what he was sent down to this world for, to bring out the kedusha from the soul. Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur are fast approaching. We should strengthen ourselves, make sure that we live each day trying to infuse the secular with the holy. So that in the eyes of Hashem, we are all firstborns. B'ni b'chari Yisrael, my firstborn son is Israel. By working always to reach that goal, which is mankind's purpose on earth, there could be no greater simcha, and thus no greater cause for celebration than the Pidyon HaBen. Amen.